Hello. This is the first time I've ever posted a video like this, and I'm saying that because this is very important to me. Give you a little background on me. I grew up in a very rural, very white community in the Midwest, surrounded by corn. I did pretty well in school. I was National Honor Society. I was also voted most patriotic by my senior class. My senior year was when September 11th occurred. I enlisted in the Marine Corps shortly thereafter, October 30th, 2001, Marine Corps Infantry. I deployed to Iraq in 2004, 2005 for the first elections out there. It was an area called Triangle of Death, south of Baghdad. I did a couple more years in the Marine Corps, and then I got out and I became a cop. I've been doing that for almost 8 years. I'm saying all this to show you that I am for the most part your stereotypical patriotic white boy, and I'm hoping that because of that this message will go somewhere and maybe affect some people. I of course have black friends. I have dated black girls, and about last year I actually met a beautiful, intelligent, amazing, kind black woman, and I care about her a lot. Well, when we would talk, I wasn't understanding what she was saying, and she would get upset about certain things, and I wouldn't understand why. And it was very confusing to me, and she was very kind, and she was so patient with it, but I had to do research on my own. And so I spent literally days trying to figure out what's going on, what is this problem, what is she talking about, and I still felt like I was drowning, that I was not understanding. I was very confused, because it's not how I was raised. I was raised to think that everybody's equal and that everybody's treated equally, so it's very confusing to me. So I phoned a black friend. I said, man, I'm struggling, help me out. And we talked on the phone for 4 hours, and I learned so much. He pointed me in so many different avenues and directions and stuff like that, as far as stuff to look up to try and understand this a little bit better. And so then I spent literally days again trying to understand as best I can, and I came to the point where I understood that I won't understand. I can have a basic understanding, but I won't, because I'm white. I will never be black, so I'll never understand what it's like to have the black experience. But I thought I was at a point where I understood. So then recently, with everything that's going on, this girl, she's been very upset, extremely upset, more upset than I've ever seen her. And I was trying to comfort her, and I thought I was doing all the right things. I thought that by explaining my, certain situations with my police experience and everything like that, how certain things would go the way that they did. I was not, of course, pointing sides either way as far as what actually occurred with some of these incidences, because the facts aren't out yet. And I was also trying to explain that to her, but it didn't seem to register with her. She didn't seem to care about that, and I didn't understand. I did not understand. It was just raw emotion, just anger, and just completely upset then as well, just sad. And it's taken a couple days now, and I still was very confused, and so now I'm to this point now where I think I have a better understanding than I did. Once again, I will never completely understand. I can't, but I think that I really truly have come to the point where I understand enough to know that I never will. And that's what I'm here to tell you, white people. Listen, you are never going to understand the black experience. You're never going to be black. But here's the thing. You need to do your research. You need to do your work. You need to understand that there is a problem here. And the other part you need to understand is that we are the ones that can help. I understand that we have a black president, but that doesn't mean anything. The white community is still in power. We are the ones that can make change. We are the ones that need to raise our voices to help our fellow brothers and sisters. So that's what you need to do. I cannot spend days talking about what I have learned. You need to do it on your own. But I can start you off. Look up systematic racism. Look up white privilege. Look up those things and see what you come up with. I know that this is very tough for white people to understand, because everybody thinks that they are good people. The worst thing you can call a white person is a racist. I feel the same way. But here's the thing. I stood idly by for years upon years about this because I didn't know and I didn't take the time to know. That's part of the problem. Silence is part of the problem. And black people are sick and tired of trying to explain to white people what is going on and what the problem is, because we get easily offended about that because we feel like they're calling us racists. That's not what's going on. Black people know that white people are good people, but with that being said, they also know that there's a problem, and the problem is that white society is in power, that they are not, and that we are the ones that make the moves. We are the ones that control things. We are the ones that can make change. That's what we need to do. We need to help out our fellow man. My mother taught me to treat people the way that I want to be treated. And that's why right now I'm apologizing to the black community, and to one in particular. I am so sorry. I did not know that I was part of the problem by not learning, by not understanding. It won't happen again. I thought that I was always with you. I thought that by being a good person and by being kind to everyone that was enough, but it's not. We need to break the silence. We need to spread the word. We need change. So, white people, do your research. Black community, and especially once again, baby, I'm sorry. Also to my law enforcement officers, stay safe. It's going to get rough out there. It is what it is. Please understand, though, that these people are angry, and they have every right to be. I am not at all condoning violence on either side. I do not believe in that. That is an absolute last resort when all other means have failed. With that being said, though, law enforcement officers, and the ones, I know somebody just got suspended for this, but I'm going to do the same thing. The ones that don't know their community, that don't take the time to learn, understand, that are afraid of people of different color, that act differently, that dress differently. Get out. Get out now. You're not wanted. You're not needed. You are part of the problem. We don't need you. We will find somebody else. Get out now. The law enforcement community is here to help, serve, and protect. We are not here to hurt or harm. And please believe me that there are plenty of law enforcement officers that are just like me, that feel just like I do, that want to help, that join this job, that decide to do this because they want to help, they want to make change. That's what I'm doing now. So once again, white people, take the time, do it. It's what you should do. Black people, I'm sorry. Law enforcement officers, stay safe. Thank you very much for your time.